I don't want anybody to ever have to go through what me and my family have gone through.
Towns like Naperville are the best place for drugs like heroin to thrive because you have kids who are bored and have a lot of money. And when they do that, then they find expensive hobbies such as drug addiction.
I started drinking very heavily. I was already using heroin. I started smoking crack. It was awful.
Once my mother finally came to the idea that yes, maybe we should kick him out, they gave me a $50 Visa card, and I went right to the bar with that. And I was also doing heroin at the time, and I was homeless for about two and a half years.
If I had a child and whether I knew they were doing drugs or not, I would go through their phone every night. I would drug test them on the weekly. There are no privacy boundaries if it's your child.
I know kids that have been addicts for years and then have gotten clean and their parents didn't even know the whole time.
You know, put myself in high-risk situations, and I ended up in jail cells quite a number of times. I went to prison twice.
It's become more accessible than ever. You can have it shipped to your front door and the parents don't realize that.
Friends that I had from the past, they were done with me. I had nowhere to live once I was released.
I couldn't picture life being sober, and I couldn't picture life the way that I was using, you know. And you get to a point where you honestly want to stop, and you're crying, bawling on the way to the west side or the way to the liquor store, or whatever it is you're going to pick up, you know, saying, I don't want to do this anymore, and you don't know how to stop.
And that's when I said to the court system, who offered help, I said, I need this help, please help me. And they sent me to a treatment center.
I think parents really need to educate their kids on what these things really are. Try them first time and you die.
It is a family disease, and I believe very strongly that the family needs to work a program as well. They just can't rely on everything's going to be okay.
You can always tell them, don't do drugs, they're bad, but you just really gotta show them what the severity of the situation really is.
You're never too far gone. There is help. There's so much help.
Addicts don't want to be an addict. No one wants to do heroin, and no one wants to be put in that position of waking up feeling sick and having to inject to feel better. The best thing to do is just accept and understand their disease and try your hardest to help them.
If you never pick it up, you never have to put it down.